Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. This is Stockholmgooner, and this is the watch along stream for tonight's game. It is Arsenal versus Chelsea, people, in the Stamford Bridge. It is the semi-final in the League Cup. This should be an entertaining game. I'm looking forward to this one, people. Last night, Man City played against Newcastle, and they made that game look so easy the way they beat Newcastle 2-0, right? So whoever wins this game and goes to the second leg and wins that one, they're probably going to meet Man City in that final, because Man City did look very strong, people, very strong. Welcome to the stream, my people. I've been away for a while due to internet problems. I was in the middle between canceling my previous internet provider and getting a new internet provider, and that took a bit of a time getting the router and all that stuff. And finally I got my router sent to me and I set it up, and we are back for the watch along streams and all the other streams that I'm going to be doing in the future. So I thank you very much for you guys being patient with me being away from the watch along streams for a while. My apologies to you guys. However, welcome back to the stream, my people. Thank you for tuning in. AINJ says, how you doing, Stockholmgooner? I'm doing all right, my guy. I'm doing all right. Trust the Process says, hey, how you doing, my guy? It's good to have you back. It is Bukayo Saka fan who has changed his name to Trust the Process. So you actually are back in Mikel Arteta, I believe. This guy backs Mikel Arteta, and hopefully he has every reason to back Mikel Arteta. We are backing the manager currently, and I think the manager is doing a good job so far in this season. Why? Because we are in the top of the table in the Champions League. We are on the top of the table for the Premier League, and we are in the FA Cup in the fourth round. We are going to play against Wigan, and we also are in the semi-finals in the League Cup. So everything is going pretty well so far. The manager needs to be applauded for that. Trust the Process says, you're finally back. If you don't know me, I am Bukayo Saka fan. I wanted to change my name to this. Yes, I seen your text, my guy. I seen your text. Trust the Process. Well, like I said, you're back in the manager. I actually did like Bukayo Saka fan. That was a good name. That was a very good name, my guy. This game tonight, Chelsea and Arsenal, people, is a big game. It is the semi-final, like I said, and we need to beat this lot. I mean, they got a couple of players that is very important to them, and they are not in the starting 11. I mean, they're missing the likes of Casado. They're missing the likes of Reece James. They're missing the likes of Cole Palmer, right? So we should basically beat this lot and beat them comprehensively, right? Make a big scoreline, take it back to the Emirates Stadium, and just simply hold them off in the Emirates Stadium. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm hoping the boys will do tonight, right? So I'm going to give you the starting 11, my people, and I'm hoping that Mikel Arteta will go strong for this game. Very strong, I'm hoping. So let me have a go look at the starting 11, what he has lined up with, and it looks like this. Kepa in goal, people. Ben White as a right back, Saliba, Gabriel, and a left back, Timber. That is pretty strong. The strongest defenders that we have is on that field. White, Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Timber. Oh, Arteta is going for this one, people. Arteta is going for this one. In that midfield, we have Zupermende, Declan Rice, and Martin Ødegaard. Up front, it is Bukayo Saka, Trossard, and what's his name? Gyökeres, Victor Gyökeres, people. Who do we have on the bench then? We have Ebrici Eze on the bench, Kai Havertz, Lewis Kelly, Madueke, Martinelli, Marino, David Raya, Christian Norgard, and Gabriel Jesus. Those are the players on the bench, people. Trust the process says, what's your thoughts on Kepa in the goal? I think is a poor decision from Mikel Arteta. Kepa has a poor distribution and awareness. I think he did pretty well against the Portsmouth in the League Cup. No, in the FA Cup it was. I think he did pretty well. And I think that in the FA Cup, we should play him. And also we should play him in the League Cup because he has taken us this far in the League Cup. So therefore, he deserves his place in that goal. However, his distribution is not that good. I have noticed that. And also, he's a little bit shaky in the goal. He is a little bit shaky in the goal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find the channel that the game is on. So bear with me 1 second. I gave you the starting lineup, and I'm going to give you the starting lineup for Chelsea as well, because it is important that we know who's playing for Chelsea as well. Let me have a quick look on their starting 11. Their starting 11 is Sanchez in goal. Oh, it's going to be very difficult to pronounce these names. Achampong as a right back, Fofana and Chalobah in the central defense, and then a left back it is Cucurella. And then in that midfield they have Santos and Fernandez as a sitting 2-6, right? And in front of that they have three midfielders, which is Esteban, João Pedro, and Pedro Neto. Up front they have Gui. Those are the starting 11 for Chelsea, people. Those are the starting 11 for Chelsea. And I think looking at that team, I think Chelsea is a weak side. But however, they have one thing going on for them. And that is basically that they have a new manager, people. And in that new manager, what it gives you is it gives you a bit of a boost because of the new manager. A bit of a boost, people. And that boost gives you a bit of a kick, and the Chelsea boys will want to perform for their new manager, and they do want to show that they are the best starting 11 right on that team, and every player is fighting for his position basically. So therefore, this game could be a very tough game for Arsenal, but we got a strong lineup, people. Very strong lineup, I have to say, and that starting lineup should be able to deal with. A matter of fact, let me show you the starting lineup on the screen. There's the starting lineup. That starting lineup is the best that we have. Yeah, except for the goalkeeper Kepa. Raya should have been the goalkeeper, but he is playing Kepa. Other than the goalkeeper, everybody else on that starting 11 is the best players that we have on the pitch, basically, right? So I'm saying that we're gonna beat them comprehensively. I'm saying that we're gonna beat them 3-1 at least. That's what I think. And we're going to take those 3 goals and go back to the Emirates Stadium. And then in that game, we just basically going to hold them off and then go to the final, right? And if we do go to the final, it looks like that we are going to play against Man City, who looks very strong. Trust the process says, let me show you the chat. Where's the chat? There's the chat. He says, other than the team looks strong, hoping to take the advantage so we can build confident coming up to the second leg, right? I agree with you, absolutely right. We should do that, and we should beat them by scoring a lot of goals, people. He says also, trust the process says, I think Mikel Arteta needs to be very tactful, and Rossoneri isn't under any pressure, which will help them. I think one thing is that the new manager. Oh, the game has started. Excuse me. Let me just set my timer there. I'm a couple of seconds late on that one. But however, one thing I gotta say about the new manager for Chelsea is that if he wins this one, oh my God, the backing that he's gonna get from the Chelsea fans is gonna be so huge, right? This manager they have brought in is not a very experienced manager. He really isn't, right? He has managed a couple of teams, but other than those teams, he hasn't really managed a really big team like a team like Chelsea. So if he does something today, if he gets a bit of a result, a draw or a win, all the Chelsea fans are gonna love him. They're gonna be saying he is the man for the job, all that stuff, right? So therefore, we should be wary of that. Their players may be thinking, "Hey, let's perform for the manager and let's get the win here." But I do not want that to happen, people. I want to win the League Cup. I want to win the League Cup simply because I believe it like this. Basically, if we do win it, a cross comes in. That was a free kick for Chelsea. A cross comes in. It is headed out. It is headed out, basically. Like I said, I want to win the game. I want to win the League Cup. The reason why I want to win the League Cup is because this will be decided early in the second half of the season, which we are already in it, right? Somewhere in March, the League Cup is going to be decided. The final is going to be played, and that is a perfect platform to actually win the league, and that gives you that confidence of actually winning a trophy, and that sets you up beautifully for the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, and so on. All that stuff is very important, so we should win this one. Chelsea got a corner, people. Chelsea got a corner. Here it comes. Kepa comes out. Nope, the goal goes out. The ball goes out for a goal kick. Trust the process says, who has been signing of the season for Arsenal? I personally choose Supermende, who has been the signer of the season for Arsenal. That's what that's what you meant. That's what you wrote. He has that role. Where did he go? That message. He has a role of a deep line playmaker, and he has a great work ethic and work rate, basically. I think Supermende is unbelievably good on the ball. He really is. He's technically sound on the ball, but however, he's a little bit slow. He's just a tiny bit slow. I wish he was quicker, but as a player, I think he's brilliant. He really is a brilliant, and I'd love for Arteta to play him as the 8 rather than as the 6, right? Rather than the 6, I want him to play the 8, because his way of picking his head up and finding a pass through the lines is absolutely beautiful, right? That is Supermende. He has an eye for pass, and he can do a good job as a playmaker. Like the trust the process said, he's good on the ball. He really is good on the ball. Trust the process also says, there's something going on with my my chat. It doesn't display the whole message. Why is that? Anyway, I'm going to read it. We also need to win it to boost the confidence for the Prem and the Champions League. If we don't, we will just have to adjust to the loss and make some adjustments. Definitely. But this Chelsea team, I believe we should beat them quite easily, right? But they are starting the game pretty aggressive, I have to say. They have started the game pretty aggressive, people. They coming at us, and they're going at us, and they're pushing us all the way back into our half, and that press of theirs, that high press of theirs, is working for them currently. We are pushing the ball from side to side, trying to find a bit of an opening, and here is Trossard. Timber. Chalaba comes out and he defends that one pretty well. That ball to Timber was not really a perfect ball from Trossard. That should have been a little bit more measured. That should have been right bang on his feet, right? So he could continue his run, basically, so he could cross that ball into the box. But unfortunately, we do get it. We do get a throw in. Declan Rice is going to take a long one. He goes straight to Zupermende. I think he's going to cross it in. Nope, gives it to Declan Rice. Trying to find Timber. We get a corner? Yeah, we do get a corner. We do get a corner. Like I said, I've been away for a while, right, from the watch along streams, and I've been concentrating on the match reaction and the match previews and the shorts. Basically, that's what I have been doing, because I have internet on my phone and I was able to upload my videos through that way, right? And that worked for me. That actually did work for me, right? So now that I have the internet, now I have the router, the Wi-Fi, and all that stuff, I'm hoping, here's the thing, I'm hoping that this internet provider is a lot better than the previous internet provider, and hopefully the connection will be strong. Oh, we scored. We scored. We scored 1-0 to the Gunners. Who's there? Ben White. I believe it is Ben White. It is Ben White. Set piece, ole, ole, ole. Hey, set piece, ole, ole, ole. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Long ball to the back post. Who shows up? Ben White shows up. 1-0 to the Gunners through a corner. Through a corner. Let's do the scoreline. Good start from the boys. I mean, that goal was perfect. That goal was perfect. Trust the Process says, I'm surprised that we don't usually start Martinelli, as he has the most goals and assists for this season. And I think in somewhat I understand it, as Trossard is a magic, right? I actually believe Trossard is the guy for that left winger. It's good to bring on Martinelli for the Champions League, for the FA Cup as a substitute, right? Bring him in later in the second half, right? That's what I think, and I think he's amazing what he does with his goals. He gets you the goals basically, and that is beautiful. That is beautiful. That's what you want from your substitutes when you want to change the game. You want to add a bit of a speed into the game. Then you can bring in Martinelli. But the better winger, Trossard, is the better winger. Unfortunately, he's not quick either. Trossard, he is not quick. Trust the Process says, getting Benny White amazing last 2 games. I think I have I'm a little bit nervous about Ben White's playing this game. You guys remember when he came back from the injury that he had? He played 3 games and he broke down. After playing 3 games, he broke down. And he already played 2 games, so I'm kind of hoping that he doesn't break down on us again, because this season he has been injury prone. He really has been injury prone. But when he's fit, Ben White is amazing. He's amazing right back. He's amazing central defender. Oh, Declan Rice is in, trying to find Trossard. The ball was a little bit too far away from Trossard. Trossard was in the box, people. If only he could have found that pass to Trossard. Declan Rice picks his head up, trying to find Trossard, and he can get the pass right to Trossard. Chelsea are a little bit shaky here. Chelsea are a little bit shaky, people. They really are. Look at them. Trying to calm themselves down. Trying to play out of that press. I'm also surprised that Mikel Arteta went so strong for this game. No, a matter of fact, I take that one back, because he tends to have a bit of a problem when it comes to semifinals. He hasn't been able to get over the semifinals. I mean, the semifinals that he has played so far in it, we have lost it. We have lost against, say, the teams that we played against. So this little bit of what am I going to say? I'm going to say it. This mental hurdle that he has, Mikel Arteta, over the semi-finals, he needs to get over it, and tonight is a perfect time to get over it. It is like colors white. You think it is perfect color just to find out if it was the same color as the paper your paper you're using. Let me see. I'm trying to understand this chat that you just sent it to me. It is like the color white. You think it is the perfect color just to find out if it was the same color as the paper you are using. Oh, good save. Good save. Fernandez with the shot. Fernandez with the shot. With that message itself, with that chat itself, trust the process. I didn't really understand it. Can you formulate it into a little bit more? In a layman terms, basically, in a layman terms, can you do that? So I can understand that question itself, if it is a question or it is a statement, right? It is a statement. I didn't understand that one. Unfortunately, I don't know how to respond to it itself, right? This is a perfect start. This is a good start for the boys. It's 1-0. We're up. And all we have to do is just put the press on them. Look at that. Good press. Erdegaard. Declan Rice. Ah. If only we could get a hold of the ball. We do. Saka. He goes out for a throw-in. He goes out for a throw-in. Right. Here they come. Gabriel. Oh, they shift it over to the right side. They shift it over to the right side. Here they come. Oh, Petronato with the shot. It is blocked. Beautiful. It is blocked. It is blocked. Okay, let me see. I'm saying Ben White is good just to get injured. I'm saying the color white is amazing for most players, for most people, but it ruins the color because we use the color white for papers. I see. As long as they're using the color to their advantage, I don't mind. I don't mind. Right? As long as they're using it to their advantage, basically. That's what I'm saying. Here they come. I mean, they keep holding up the ball quite nicely. I mean, they're rolling the ball around, and it is good so far for them. However, we need to do that press a little bit more higher, and we need to make them make mistakes like they're doing right now. It could be a mistake by here. Trossard wins almost wins the ball back. Chalaba up against him. Timber finds it, gives it to Gyökeres. Back to Timber. Declan Rice. What I want us to do is that I want us to find a second goal straight away. I mean, we already got the first goal, right? Set piece, ole ole. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I think we should go for the second one. Erdegaard on the ball. Trust the process says. He says, I'm surprised that Saliba is taller than Gabriel. Nevertheless, both are beasts. I predict us winning 2-0. I have us winning 3-1. I think they're going to score. Chelsea is going to score. They tend to score goals. Gyökeres. Turn around. Turn around. Take the shot. Gyökeres. Gyökeres, that ball to Gyökeres, it should have been a lot better. It is to Zupermende. Zupermende, who found himself further up the field, cuts the ball back to Gyökeres. Gyökeres turns around, takes the shot with his left foot. He should have done a little bit better. He should have done a little bit better. But not a bad attempt. Not a bad attempt. You say it's going to be 2-0 for the Gunners. I say it's going to be 3-1. I think it's going to be 3-1. But I hope that we put them to bed early. I hope that we score 3 goals in the first half, right? If we can get 2 more goals in the second half, it will be brilliant. 5-0, right? Basically, just tell them, look, piss off. Oh, goalkeeper comes out, gets a hand to the ball. and then he fumbles it. He fumbles it. Look at that. I think Sanchez is not a good goalkeeper. I think he's a very shaky goalkeeper. He really is very shaky goalkeeper. The young player, the young goalkeeper, Jorgensen, I think he's a lot better than Sanchez, right? When you put the press on Sanchez, he's going to make mistakes. We should take advantage of it. If we don't beat Chelsea, especially with this squad, it shows that we need to change the tactics and system. I think Arteta is never going to change the tactics and the systems. I think he's too stubborn to change the system. I really think he's too stubborn to do that, right? But for some reason, this season is working out for him pretty well. And we're winning games. So far, we only lost 2 games. It is against Liverpool and Aston Villa. All the other games, we managed to win them or we got a draw. I think it is 4 draws that we have so far in the season and 2 losses. Everything else we have won it so far. What was put in front of us, I think, is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The work that we are putting in currently. And we are putting works in all fronts. In the League Cup, in the FA Cup, in the Premier League, in the Champions League. Right? It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I got an idea for you. Put the Arsenal squad on my left, your right, and put the opposition squad on the right, which is to my left. Yes, I could do that. I tried it. That made the screen look a little bit smaller. And when you turn it around and watching the game itself, it kind of it blocks the view. Do you see what I'm saying? It blocks the view to a certain degree. I tried it previously. All I had to do is just now find another template, the way that I found the Arsenal starting 11, and use the Chelsea one on the right side, right, and make the whole thing a little bit smaller. But we do have both starting lineups on the screen. I'm going to do that, hopefully. Inshallah, I'm going to do that in the future. Right? Thank you for the advice. That is a good advice. Gabriel down. He gets the free kick. I mean, Gabriel and Saliba, they look like they are on a mission today, you know. They're all over the attacker. Guiki, I think his name is. Gui, something like that. I think he's it is a good game so far. Hopefully Calafiore is back next game. I miss his majestic hair. Oh, here comes Chelsea. Pedro. He stops. Cross in to the back post. Neto. That is a funny line. That is a funny line, my guy. That is a funny line. Hopefully, Calafiore will be back next game. I'll miss his majestic hair. The guy do have a good hair. He does have a good hair. And also like one thing about Calafiore, I have to say, Calafiore is one of those players that has got the freedom of running wherever he wants to run in the game. He will be playing at one point left back, and all of a sudden you will see him the next moment in that midfield. If not that, he's up there playing as a striker. For some odd reason, Mikel Arteta said to the guy, go ahead and play the way you want to play, as long as you come back and defend as a left back, right? And I think he provides something different for the boys when he's playing in the games. He really is. He's unpredictable. The defenders do not know what to do with him, especially when you have an extra player coming running into the box, right? It is crazy, absolutely crazy the way he plays, right? And I like Calafiore. I think he's a good left back, and I also like the way he was playing as a central defender. The game that he played, he played once as a central defender when we had most of our defenders injured, right? Most of our defenders injured, basically. Um, it is Italian genes, majestic hair like Maldini, defenders like Maldini. I believe so. I believe so. They do tend to have long hair and all that stuff, right? But I like the African hair. I like the African hair. It's curly, right? It is really curly, and it doesn't give you a bit of a trouble when you're playing the game, being in your face and all that stuff, right? I like the African hair. Some people prefer the European hair. That's just a different of opinions. That's what it is. That's what it is, basically. Look at Erling Haaland with his long hair, right? I think he looks a bit odd, but he's going for that Viking look, Erling Haaland. He wants to show that he's a real Viking. He's a Norwegian, right? With the long hair, with the ponytail, with the pony, right? That's what it is with the hairstyle for Holland, basically, right? And Calafiori tends to have similar hairstyle. Saka is on the run. Gyökeres, pick up your head. No, he's not quick. That ball. Oh, Gyökeres wins the ball back. Go on, find somebody. Good boy. He brought the ball back. That is what we want. That is what we want. Yes. Saliba's hair. Perfect. It is perfect. It is perfect. And it suits him as well. You see, this is the thing with hairstyles, right? Some hairstyle doesn't suit certain people, but they still manage to wear it anyway, right? But Saliba, his hairstyle, the way he cuts his hair, it works for him. It suits his face. It suits his face. Martin Odegaard, his hairstyle, it suits his face, right? Bukayo Saka, his hairstyle, it suits his face, basically. But Zupermende, however, Zupermende's hairstyle doesn't suit his face. That's one thing I've noticed. It makes him look a little bit more like old man. That's what it makes him look like. If you're judging hairstyles, now we are judging hairstyles, nothing to do with the football itself. But look at Timber. He got a short, nice fade and all that stuff. It works for him. It looks good on him, right? It looks good on him. Did you see Gabriel Magalhaes? Look, Gabriel Magalhaes' hairstyle before he went to Turkey. Before he went to Turkey, it looked horrendous. It really did look horrendous. Then he went to Turkey and he got himself a hairline, people. Oh, Zupermende with the shot. He's over the goal. He's over the goal. But what they did for him was amazing, though. That work that they did on his forehead, that line is so perfect for Gabriel right now. And I think it actually increased his confidence. Remember Gabriel, who had the receding hairlines, he wasn't performing the way he's performing currently. I mean, he has developed as a player, without a doubt, of shadow of doubt, right? He has developed as a player. But as soon as he fixed that hairline and it looked good on his head, he's absolutely beautiful, man. He's absolutely beautiful. The guy, he got that confidence back. Now he's going about his business. He's not thinking too much about the losing the hairline. That's what it is. But it's natural, people. It's natural. People lose hairlines. It is natural, people. I'm bald, right? I use my hats, right? That covers my bald head. Simple as that. When I'm not, when I'm not using a hat, I shave my head off, right? I just shave it and it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. Trust the Process says, what I find about Zippe is that he has so much confidence to do anything, shot and tackles. Yeah, he's a confident player. He is a confident player, my guy. Oh, shot, shot from Chelsea. Um, yeah, that confidence of his, there's no, there's no match to it. There's no match to it, and he has every right to be feeling confident as well. Every right to feeling confident because he's a brilliant player, right? The way he reads the game. I mean, look at him. The way he reads the game is beautiful, right? He sits back when he needs to sit back. He goes on attack when he needs to go on attack, right? He makes those passes when it suits him and when he sees the opening, right? When he sees the opening. That's why I like Bazupa Mende. I think he's a good ball carrier as well, right? I would play Declan Rice as the sitting six. That's what I would do, right? Play the Declan Rice as a sitting six, push Zupermende further up the field and see what you will get of him. Because we did see a couple of games with Zupermende further up the field, and I think it worked like a magic for us. It really did work. Brilliant. Zupermende on Pedro. Oh, they get into the box. Esteval, Sanchos, Fernandez, switched over to the right side. Here we come, Fernandez, finds Pedro, cross in. We got away with one there. Because that looked dangerous. That looked dangerous, people. It really did look dangerous. And also, where are you guys watching the stream from, people? I think AINJ, he's watching the stream from England, because I spoke to him a couple of times. He's from England. J-Man, I think he watches the stream from Germany. Trust the process. Where are you watching the stream from? In what country are you in? Right? In what country are you in? Oh, England this time of the year is very cold. It is very cold. Saka, flick you over. Aye. Ben White picks it up. Odegaard, cross in. He can't find Gyökeres. He cannot find Gyökeres. I think England, they do not have the infrastructure. What's the word I'm looking for? They do not have the buildings to withstand snowy days, right? When it becomes really cold, England, it really becomes cold, and the houses never really get warm, right? I was in England and I was freezing my hands. Trossard cuts back into his right foot. He couldn't get the shot off. He couldn't take the shot off. I have to say though, I was talking about England. England, when it gets cold, it really does get cold. Absolutely cold, right? And for some reason, the houses, even if you warm it up, it doesn't really get that warm, unless you have the heater on the whole day through, and the heat it builds up in the house itself, right? Mostly is rainy in England, very rainy. What I remember of England. Oh, corner comes in. Okay. Trust the process says, what's your thoughts on Alonso leaving the Real Madrid position, right? He got sacked, basically. Some people are saying that he walked away from the job. Some people are saying he got sacked. I personally think that job for him was too big, right? I think that was too big of a job for Alonso. What he did in Bayer Leverkusen was amazing. They had the invincible season with him in charge of the team, and he was showing how brilliant he was as a manager. But Real Madrid is a different beast, people. The Real Madrid is different beast. Why? Because they have players that are very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? players that want to have their way in the in when it comes to decision making, right? They want to do things in their own way. If the manager doesn't command respect with the players, then the players will run all over you. Simple as that. And I think that job was too big of a job for Alonso. But as a manager, I think he's a good manager, and he's going to go and find another job soon, right? And he's going to show the world how good he really is, right? You have divas like Kylian Mbappe in Real Madrid. You have divas like Vinicius Juniors. Bellingham is another player that can be a big-headed in the dressing room, right? In the dressing room. So as soon as you lose the dressing room, that's it. You're done as a manager in Real Madrid. What was he? Only 6 months into the job. 6 months into the job, and the players were not doing what he was asking of them to do on the field, because they thought, we know better than this guy, right? We know better than this guy. He's not older than us that much. Why are we listening to this guy? What has he done as a manager to come and tell us what to do? And so on and so on. When players do that, then you know your days are numbered. It really is that simple, right? Did you guys hear about the rumor that Real Madrid are thinking about letting Vinicius Junior go? And they're looking for a replacement, and apparently they have set their eyes on Martinelli, right? Some people are saying they want to do a swap deal for Vinicius Junior to Martinelli. I think that is just rumors. There's no truth to it. That's what I think. And a player like Vinicius Junior compared to Martinelli, come on, seriously, Vinicius Junior is about 100 times better than Martinelli. The boy is quick. He's a dribbler. He's a goal getter, right? And he's nowhere. Martinelli is nowhere near as good as Vinicius Junior. If you told me, here you go, take Vinicius Junior and give us Martinelli, I would do it in a blink of an eye. I would do that swap straight away. But there's no there's no truth to that rumor itself. Seriously, it isn't. It really isn't. Oh, here we come. Ødegaard, Timber, cuts back to your right foot. Oh, to Zupermende, finds Trossard. Trossard again with the shot. It is over the goal. It is over the goal. What's your thought on Alonso leaving Real Madrid? I mean, the board, they made their decision, and you could have seen it. I mean, look, he benched players like Rodrigo, right? He kept him out of the team for a long time, and when things was not going his way, then he brought in Rodrigo into the team again. So he did make a couple of mistakes in the Real Madrid position. It really isn't, right? He really did, I should say. He did do a couple of mistakes, like leaving Rodrigo out of the team for a while, right? And he tried to do the same thing with Vinicius Junior, and that didn't go well, because Vinicius Junior is a big player for Real Madrid, and he is the poster boy to Real Madrid, isn't he? Him, Bellingham, and the new striker. It's not a new. They are academy striker, Gonzalez, right? Those are the players of Real Madrid, basically. Saka on the ball. Saliba with the dribble. Hey, good dribble, Saliba. He dribbles that way. He dribbles his way out of the trouble. Well done. Latvian Gunner. Yeah, man. Latvian Gunner. He's doing his thing, man. He does his stream, right? He's up there and grinding every night, most of the times, right? He's doing good for himself. He is doing good for himself. Is there a question to it? Latvian Gunner. Is there a question to it? trust the process. What was the reason why you mentioned the Latvian Gunner? Here we go. Estevan is a good player, man. Look at this guy with that drive, with that dribble. Look at that. It's taking on Declan Rice and Trossard at the same time. Look at that. He goes right, he goes left. Ah, he goes out. Look at that. Okay. Respect to that. Big up. Big up. Big up. Yeah. Latvian Gunnar is a good guy. He's a good guy. He's I like his streams. I tend to go to the streams and listen to him and get engaged with the stream itself. Right? He's one of those guys that I listen to. Latvian Gunner. I listen to Latvian Gunner. I listen to Curtis Shaw. Right? I think he's a brilliant YouTuber. When he talks about Arsenal, the way he talks about it, and the way he engaged with this chat and all that stuff, I think is brilliant. Zupermende is in. No, he goes out. The ball goes out for a corner kick. So my go-to guys are Curtis Shaw, right? Very big YouTuber in the space of YouTube, right? I also listen to what's his name, Judge Mo. I like his content, right? I really do like it. I like Don Hussein. I think he's a good Egal. You probably heard of Egal. I tend to listen to Egal as well. Latvian Gunner, I listen to him. BBK Sport, I'll follow and watch his stuff as well whenever I get the time, because of the time difference between Europe and the American. In America, sometimes you don't get the time to actually watch his streams. So there are a couple of guys that I tend to listen to and watch their stuff on the YouTube, my guy. Why wait for money when you can wait for trophies? Mikel Arteta or me? uh, well, you see, this is the thing though. You don't really wait for money, right? You work for the money most of the times. We tend to exchange our time for money. That's what we do. When we go to work, we work 8 hours, 9 hours, sometimes 12 hours, and that is exchanged for money, right? So we tend to actually work for the money to a certain degree. So, but Mikel Arteta, we've been waiting on trophies for a long time. I have to say, we have been waiting for a long time for trophies. I mean, as soon as he came into the club, he managed to win the FA Cup, and he won also the Community Shield. That is what he did, Mikel Arteta. And after that, he hasn't really won anything. And that's about 5 years into the job. He hasn't brought in a major trophy. And that is disappointing, because we did have players capable of winning trophy, people. We had players capable of winning trophies. Saliba with the shot. Ooh, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. So I would have liked if we actually won the Premier League or the FA Cup or the Champions League, one of those trophies during that 5 years that we were chasing the Champions League, chasing the FA Cup, chasing the Premier League, right? Because certain seasons it looked like we were gonna get over the line, right? That's what it looked like. But unfortunately, it didn't go for us. We came second 3 times in a row, in the 3 seasons in a row, I should say. So Arteta has been doing some stuff, but he's not really getting over the line. And I hope he wins something this season. The Premier League and the Champions League and the FA Cup. I hope he just wins every trophy that's available. And then I can say, you know what? This guy, it was worth the wait for these trophies, right? With one season, he managed to win all this stuff. And I hope it is this season. I really hope it is this season. I think the FA is kind of awful to win. Only get 2 million for it, and I can't buy Heinz beans with it. Yeah. Is that how much they pay for the FA Cup? Is that how much they pay for the FA Cup? Yeah. That is a very small amount. That really is a very small amount. Right. Being second 3 times in a row is just a process to be shown. At least we are always guaranteed Champions League football, and we will eventually get it. I hope so. I hope so. Trossard's gonna get a yellow card. Trossard's gonna get a yellow card. Yep. Esteban gets a yellow card for telling the referee, give Trossard a yellow card. Was it Esteban? Yeah, it was. It was. Look at this run from the young player, the right back. Yeah, I can see why Trossard made a foul on him, because that break was on. That break was on, people. I wouldn't mind taking Esteban from Chelsea, you know. I think he's a young, good player. He really is tricky. He's a dribbler. Esteban chips over to Saliba with the header. No, it was Supermenda with the header. They're putting bit pressure on us. They are putting bit pressure on us right now. We need to take care of this. I mean, we need to hit them on the counter attack and score a second one. Long ball. Kepa picks up. What's my favorite song? Saka guy just tackled. Saka just got tackled. He's feeling that. He's feeling it. He's feeling it. Kokorea trying to get to the ball before Saka. What's your favorite song? Mine is Let the World Burn. Who's the artist for that? Who is the artist for Let the World Burn? I actually, this is the thing, right? Back in the days, I used to listen to a lot of music. I had certain favorite artists, right? And those artists was the Deep Stakes Nation anthems. I like them ones, right? I used to listen a lot to Ricky Rose, right? I used to listen to I forgot some of them. I really did forgot some of them, right? I really did forgot some of them, because it has been about 6 years now that I haven't listened to songs. So when you don't listen to songs, you tend to forget the artists and all that stuff. So I'm not so clued into when it comes to songs, right? Mostly what I do is that I listen to a lot of Quran, right? The Islamic scripture. That's what I listen to. That's why I put my. Oh, here comes the ball, corner. It's a free kick. So yeah, some people, they listen to music in order to get concentrate on their school work. Some people listen to music to get through the work in that 8 hours or 9 hours they're working, right? Some people listen to music because they want their mood slightly changed to a better one, and so on. So that's what it is. That's what it is. I don't listen to music anymore. Simple as that. Chris Gray. Not many people have heard about him, I think, but the song made him famous due to the remix. Who did the remix for that? Who did the remix for that? Oh, Trossard. Declan Rice. Back to Trossard. Oh, we get a free kick. No, that was the end of the first half, people. That was the end of the first half. We are leading 1-0. We are leading 1-0. Now, is 1-0 good enough to take it back to the Emirates Stadium for the second leg? Because after we scored that goal, it didn't look like we were going to score again. That's what it looked like it. So if the game ends 1-0, will you guys be happy with it? Will that be okay? Will that be okay result to take back to the Emirates Stadium? Excuse me, because I simply feel like 1-0 is one of those score line that anything can happen. You know, they can get back into the game and score against us in the Emirates Stadium, despite the fact that the Emirates Stadium has been a very, very, a very strong fortress for us, right? That's what I think. I want us to score a couple of more goals. That's what I want us to do. In that first half, it looked like we had things under control, but however, Chelsea managed to break on us a couple of times and create a bit of a problems for us, right? So we will see what happens in the second half. Hopefully, we will get it over the line and we're gonna score a couple of more goals. Another idea: do an halftime quiz. It may build up subs. Yeah, what happens is that sometimes, because of the fact that I've been away from the watch along stream for a while, and some people may still think that I'm not doing the watch along stream, even though I put on the community on the community page the post basically that I'm back and all that stuff. Some people do come and watch the stream. It varies, you know. Sometimes they come and they watch the stream for a while and then they go back and doing what they usually do. Most of the times that I do the optional streams, it tends to be a little bit lower views in the watch along streams. That's what it is. But when I do the national teams like Sweden or the Somali national team, it is a lot more audience. It is a lot more people that comes into the stream and engage into the chat. So I'm not really well known in the YouTube, right? I really ain't. I only got 144 subscribers, right? Due to the fact that I'm pressing out the videos, right, for the match reaction, for the match previews, the shorts and the watch along streams. Hopefully I will be recognized for the work that I'm doing, and hopefully they will come and join the community, right? That's what it is basically. A random kid who has made it for fun and made the song famous. Yeah, that is yeah. Sometimes you know what? Sometimes certain songs goes very viral, right? And it just depends on how it actually comes across to the people. That's what it is basically. If it is a nice tune and people can do a bit of a mixture with it, then then it will go viral. It will go viral. I remember one song that was up for a couple of months ago. I think about 6 months ago. It was that girl that sung that made a remix with Michael Jackson's song. Uh, and the song, what was the name of the song? Jericho Crumble, right? The song is named Jericho Crumble, right? And she made a remix with Michael Jackson's song, right? And she had her song and she mixed it together, and that was a beautiful tune, and I liked it. But for some odd reason, when you're actually listening to that song itself, you start thinking, you know what, this girl, she's maybe communicating with out of this world beings and so on, right? You get this bit of an alien thing with that song itself. It's crazy, but you get that bit of a feeling. At least that's what I felt anyway. Who would I sub in the game? I think so far, who would you sub right in now? Me personally, knowing right now, maybe bringing Mourinho in the 80 minutes and depending on the score line. Mourinho is a good shot, but right now I won't do any subs. I would not do any subs. The only time I would do a sub is when we are in about 70, 75 minutes into the game. I would basically bring in Kai Havertz and take Victor Gyökeres off. I will bring in Martinelli and take Trossard off. Those are the two substitutions that I would make in the second half in about 75 minutes into the game, right? That is the two substitutions that I would have done if I was the manager. But so far, the boys are doing all the things that's necessary to win this game. So far, they're doing all right. We have held Chelsea under control most of the time. We're playing pretty decent football, and it looks like Chelsea are relying on the counter attacks more than anything else. They're relying on the counter attack, right? So we're looking pretty strong so far. I wouldn't do any changes from the dressing room. I would say the boys go out there, continue what you're doing, get that second goal, get the third goal, right? And kill the game as soon as possible, because we are capable of doing that. Getting the second goal, getting the third goal, and the fourth goal as well, right? But they will come at us and they will try to hit us on the counter attack, and they may get a one goal. But other than that, we're sitting pretty all right so far. We are sitting pretty all right. Who's the man of the match in that first half? According to you guys, who's the man of the first half? I think Zupermende was the man of the first half. Personally, that's what I think. And I think also, what's his name? Saliba should get a shout out. Kepa as well, because he had a couple of shots that he had to save, right? It's a good shout out as well if Kepa was the man of the match, because that save that he did against Esteval with his left foot shot, that was a good save from Kepa, right? Saliba, that headed to Declan Rice and back to Saliba, and he took that shot with his right foot. I thought that was going to curl into the four corner. It looked like it was going to go in, but he just missed the target. So Saliba is performing pretty good, right? Gabriel is a beast. He's the wall in the back together with William Saliba. Timber, I've seen him a couple of times running up and down in that field, but it's not really, what's the word I'm looking for? He hasn't really been in the game. He's been defending pretty well. But in the game, he hasn't been too much in it, right? He needs to do a little bit more, do that overlap and the underlap for Trossard on the left side. That's what he needs to do. Ben White, I haven't seen much of him in the game. I've seen him a couple of times crossing the ball in. Other than that, I haven't seen much of him. But But it's a good thing though. When you don't notice your defenders as much, that means that you're having a good game and they're defending pretty well. When you do notice a defender too much, that means that you have been under pressure for too much and they have performed pretty well and doing their job the way they're supposed to do, right? So those are the defenders. In that midfield, I think Zupermende has been pretty good. That run that he did, and he found the cross with the two Yorkers. That was a good cross, a little bit too hard, but Yorkers should have done it better, right? Should have done it a little bit better rather than going and cutting it back to his left foot and taking the shot with his left foot. He should have gone to his right foot, right, and took the shot with his strong foot. So Zupermende, my man of the match in this first half, people. That is it. That is it. Who is your signing of the season for us? Trust the Process said it was Zupermende. Zupermende was the signing of the season for us, according to Trust the Process. You know who I'm very disappointed with, right? I'm disappointed with Ebrishi Eze. I'm disappointed with the guy. Look, I think he's a brilliant player. He's such a quality player. That's what I think about Ebrishi Eze. And he did get chances to play and show that quality that he has, right? And certain games he wasn't fulfilling the conditions that Arteta puts on his players, right? That demand that he has, that you should be working hard, but by defending as a team and attacking as a team, right? He hasn't been doing the defending aspect of things. So therefore, he was upset. He was put on the bench, right? When he was put on the bench, that should have put a lot of anger in him, right? That should have said, yo, why am I on the bench? He should have said that. Why? Right? And then when he gets the chance to perform and play in the game, he should have shown how amazing that he is. Look, the game against both Portsmouth, Eze played the 90 minutes in that game. And I think Ebrishi Eze, compared to Ethan Nariri, I think Ethan was a lot better than Ebrishi Eze in that game. He didn't rise to the occasion, Ebrishi Eze. He did not rise to the occasion. Right? He did not rise to the occasion. And Arteta is such a manager that if you don't show the reason why he should play you, he's not going to play you. He's going to put you on the bench and you're going to rot on there. You're going to be on that bench until you change a bit of yourself, right? You change a bit of yourself. So for me, I was very disappointed with Eze in the game in the FA Cup against Portsmouth. I think he was not up to the standard that we are used to seeing Eze playing at, right? Trust the Process says if Eze got more game time, he would be amazing. Well, here's the thing though. Here is the thing. I think the thing is that you will get a game time, more game time, if you show to the manager what he's missing. You need to show the quality of a player that you are to the manager in the games when you get the chance. The game that he had a brilliant performance was the game against Crystal Palace, right, where he scored the only goal in the game. I think he was brilliant in that game against his old club. And I also think he was brilliant against Tottenham, where he got his hat-trick. And I was saying, there you go. This is the Ebrishi Eze that we know. This is the quality player that we have brought into the Emirates Stadium, and he's going to improve on our play in that midfield. Him together with Martin Odegaard, we are going to be unstoppable. That's what I was thinking, basically. That is what I was thinking. And then he decides not to play that well. That is a decision from the player himself, you know. When things are not going well for you, you need to pick yourself up and say, you know what, I'm better than this, so I need to perform a lot better than what I'm doing currently. That is from the player. It has to come from the player. And so far, I haven't seen that from Ebrisi Eze, right? So if I was the manager, I would still keep him on the bench and then bring him in as a substitute later in the second halves, right? 75 minutes into the game, so he can get a bit of a game time under his belt. But as it is right now, he hasn't shown us, other than those 2 games, how brilliant of a player that he is. So for me, I'm very disappointed with Esse for the performances that he has put in so far, right? That is Ebrisi Eze. Ethan, however, I think the guy is amazing. I really think he's an amazing. He's only an 18-year-old, and already you can see that quality in him, right? That slick turnaround with the ball when he picks his head up and trying to find the pass to the front line. I think that is amazing from Ethan. He really is an amazing player. So we will see. Trust the process says, I'm gonna go now. My guy, have a good time watching the game. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning into the channel, my guy, and I wish you a good night, my guy. Catch you on the next time. Catch you on the next stream. All right, the boys are back on the field. The boys are back onto the field. And the second half is going to kick off very soon. The second half is going to kick off very soon. Just getting ready. Just getting ready. There we go. Second half is on. Second half is on, my people. We get a corner, we get a throw-in rather than corner kick. We get a throw-in. We need to get that second goal. We need to get that third goal, people. That is what we need to do. Long throw from Ben White. Oh, Odegaard almost won that one back. Well, Pedro up against Gabriel, who pulls on his shirt. Referee says, get on with the game. Let's go. Ben White is having a good game. Timber is having a good game so far. I have to say the one thing I have to say, which is basically that Manchester City looks scary. I mean, they already had a brilliant attackers, right? They had Haaland, they have Shirky, they have Foden, they have Dooku, right? They have many quality players in their attack, and they brought in Anthony Semedo. The guy scored in his debut, and he also scored last night against Newcastle in the League Cup semi-final. I think they're looking scary, man. Their attack is looking scary, people. So they're gonna be a problem. They are gonna be a problem. Whoever goes to the final Whoever goes to the final, us or Chelsea, will probably meet Man City in the final, right? So therefore, Man City are a problem, people. They are a problem. I mean, I shouldn't already put Newcastle out of the picture. Seriously, I shouldn't have, right? But Saka on the ball, man. Saka on the ball. Good run from Saka. Kukurea all over Saka. Here they are again. Saka. He turns. Oh, Rice. Cross in. Chris gets his goal. That is the goal that he's waiting for. Go on, Chris. Go on, Chris. Good cross by Ben White. Sanchez trying to hold on to the ball. I mean, he gets his hand to it, right? But he couldn't hold on to the ball, and he fumbles it, and Chris jumps on it, and he scored. 2-0. 2-0, people. 2-0, my people. Look at that. Saka with the run. Waits for White to make the run. Passes to him. And Ben White just puts that one on a plate for Victor Gyökeres. Come on. Come on. 2-0. That's the goal I was waiting for. That is the goal I was waiting for. Look, Arteta's happy for Victor Gyökeres. I mean, he should do a lot more for this guy, man. This guy is a goal machine, but he's not being helped. He's really is not being helped in the Arsenal, right? The players should be playing to Gyökeres' strength. Odegaard with the interception. Here comes Chelsea. On the ball. Cross comes in. He goes past everybody. And he goes out for a throw-in. He goes out for a throw-in, people. Oh, we clear out. That's good. That's good. I mean, we are showing more brilliance, man. That ball from Ben White was good. And I told you that Sanchez is not a good goalkeeper. He really is not a good goalkeeper. The way he lost that ball, right? And that the ball fell for Victor Gyökeres so nicely. He deserves that goal, Victor Gyökeres. He definitely deserves a goal because he's a hard worker. He never stops working hard, this guy. They get a corner. Are they going to do anything with this one then? Oh, Kepa comes out. He got attacked. Is it Fernandes that attacks him? Oh, that didn't look good for Kepa. He gets a hand to the ball though. Nope, it wasn't Fernandes. It was Fofana. Look at that. High foot from Fofana. Absolutely crazy. High foot from Fofana, people. Absolutely crazy. Garnacho is going to come in. But the Shield is going to come in as well for Chelsea, people. For Chelsea. They need to do something according to the manager. According to the manager, he's doing a bit of a substitution, and he took off his striker, brings in a defender and a winger. I think Joe Betro is going to play up front. Garnacho is quick. We know that. He's going to be a problem. Is he going to play on the right side or on the left side? Let me have a look. He's playing on the left side, so therefore Ben White, he's in for it. Because Garnacho is quick, people. Garnacho is very quick. We get a free kick. Can we get another goal? Crossard. Cross in. Saka brings it down. Ben White. Back to Saka. Oh, Odegaard. With the shot. Oh, good save. Good save. I mean, he had to push that ball away from goal, Sanchez. That is a good shot from Odegaard, you know. Straight at the goalkeeper, but that was a good shot. That was a good shot. Another corner for Arsenal. Another corner. Saka's going to take this one. Boys are lining up on the back post. Sancho is on the floor. Sanchez is on the floor. I mean, Ben White and Gabriel is all around him, you know. Here it comes. Sanchez comes out. Declan Rice with the header. Gyökeres brings it down. Ah, we get another corner. We get another corner, people. We are putting a press on them, people. We are putting a press on them. Declan Rice with the corner. Gyökeres with the header. That was not good enough. He goes out for a goal kick. He goes out for a goal kick, people. Oh, Pedro. Neto. Cross in. To Garnacho. Oh, Garnacho scores. Garnacho scores. I mean, that is a problem, you know. I said Garnacho is going to be a problem, and it is a problem. It was lurking at the back post. Neto with the cross in. Fernandez trying to head it, but he goes over him. Falls nicely for Garnacho. And Garnacho basically just takes a shot and he goes in. Kepa should have done a lot better. Yeah, he beats him on the near post as well. He beats him on the near post. 2-1. Game on. 2-1. Game on, people. Game on. I did say that he's gonna be a problem because he's so quick, right? Ben White is not as quick as him, so he's gonna be taking on Ben White over and over again. We need to deal with it. We need to deal with it. We get a corner, people. Here it comes to the first post. Odegaard with the shot. Did not find the target at all. Trossard up against Fofana. Ifan Santos. Fernandez. Correa. Nacho. Oh, here they come again. Esteval. Oh, Declan Rice. Pick your head up. Timber. Trossard. Switch. Santos. Pedro. Oh, the game is wide open right now. The game is wide open. Fernandez. Up to Garnacho. Oh, Simba. Saliba just clears that one up. Did I just say Simba? It's Saliba. Neto. Cross over to Saganacho. Why is nobody with him? Correa. Lift this in. Odegaard with the clearance. Odegaard with the clearance. Oh, they're pressing us hard right now. They are pressing us hard. Uncomfortable moments at the minute. Uncomfortable moments. Esteval. Up again. Timber. Oh, shot. Gabriel with the header that goes out for a goal, for a corner kick, I should say, rather than a goal kick. Fernandez is going to take this corner. What can they do with it? Gabriel with the header. Fernandez again. Cross in. Declan Rice heads out. A handball. Yep, it is a handball. Come on, people. Slow the game down a bit. Slow it down a bit. No need to rush. Rice. Ben White. Saliba. Gabriel. Finds Timber. Finds Yorkres. Come on, Yorkres. Just Trossard. Timber. Timber loses the ball. Ben White says that the referee says that Ben White tackle was a little bit too hard on Garnacho. They get a throw in. Kukurea. Oh, man. They're nicking the ball. They're nicking the ball. The second balls are falling for them. Petronotto up against Trossard. Go on. Gabriel just clears that one out. We are sitting too deep into our half, man. That's not good. The press, the attack they have. Timber. Rice. Goes to Supermende. Saliba. Declan Rice. Supermende. Odegaard. To Timber. Ah, Timber. You need to pick your head up. Gabriel. Rice. Come on, boys. Trossard. The thing is, man, Trossard is not having an effect in this game. Odegaard. Supermende. Rice. Go on, Trossard. Find Gyökeres. Ah, nobody's gonna find Gyökeres, you know. He's doing the runs, but nobody's finding him. Odegaard. Saliba. Oh, beautiful dribble. To Saka. Oh, come on, ref. That is a yellow card. That is a yellow card. I mean, he catches Saka on his back heel. Yep. Kicks him on the back heel. Marino's going to come in and Martinelli. We're going to do the substitution. 65 minutes into the game, we're going to do the substitutions. I mean, you guys remember Declan Rice scoring those beautiful free kicks against Real Madrid, right? I haven't seen those kind of free kicks from Declan Rice ever after that. After that Real Madrid game, I haven't seen those free kicks. Straight at goal, scoring the goal, the free kicks. This is a good position to take the shot. This is a good position for Declan Rice to take the shot. Straight at goal. Odegaard and Rice. Ah, Rice skies it. Rice skies it. Trossard is coming off. Martin Odegaard is coming off as well. Ah, unusual. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. Trossard, I understand. But Martin Odegaard? Marino instead of Martin Odegaard? I mean, Marino is not a playmaker. I mean, against both Portsmouth, he was brilliant. He was brilliant. He was finding certain passes to the front line. But this game, I mean, I shouldn't be judging him too quickly. I shouldn't be judging him. Let's see what he has to offer. Let's see what he has to offer. Quick throw to Timber. Gabriel. Kepa just clears that out. Neto. Okay. Both Neto and Esteval are very dangerous. The Nacho on the other side, very dangerous as well. Correa loses the ball. Saka picks it up. Superman picks that up. Come on. Gives it to Saka. Timber. Saliba. We're slowing it down. That is good. That is good. But when we need to get out from the back, we need to do it quicker. Look at that. We lost the ball there. Ben White nonchalantly gives the ball to Fernandez. Thank God that it goes out for a throw-in. Kepa. Gabriel. Trying to find Timber. Timber's not that quick, man. Timber's not that quick. It's a good try. Long ball out from Sanchez. Oh, Pedro is in. Nah, that's offside. That flick from Neto to Pedro, that was dangerous, man. If he held his line, that could have been something for Chelsea. Supermende, Marino, Saka. Saka up against Correa has been very poor. Gyökeres. Supermende. Oh, he scores. There you go. 3-1. Supermende. I mean, the guy is so the way he plays is so beautiful. It is 3-1. It is 3-1, people. Such a beautiful play. Such a beautiful play from the boys. I mean, Gyökeres keeps that ball up, right? Flicks it back to Supermende. Supermende fins, right? He goes, he shows that he's going to shoot, but still goes with the ball, right? And he takes the shot with his left foot and it's beautiful. It goes in. He pretends to take a shot first with his left foot and then he goes further into the field and then he takes the shot with his left foot. 3-1. Very intelligent. What a player. Supermende, what a player. What a player, Supermende. Santos. Fofana picks up. He goes back all the way to his defenders. Chalaba. Fernandez with a cheeky chip over my Saka. Nacho with the run. Fernandez shift over to Neto. Because they're on his left foot. Trying to find you, Correa. Declan Rice with the clearance. Oh, Marino's so slow. It looks like they got more men in that midfield than us, man. What is going on? Esteban up against Timber. Beautiful defending by Timber. Esteban gets the ball back. Here he comes. Takes a shot. Gabriel blocks it. Neto. Hernandez. Esteban. Neto. Oh, Esteban with the shot. Marino. Good dribble. Good dribble by Marino. He falls over. He gets the free kick. He gets the free kick. Fofana comes off and Hato comes in for Chelsea. I think Fofana was all right. I think Fofana was all right in the game, you know. Defended well. Kepa gets a yellow card for time wasting. Gyökeres brings the ball down. Saka back to Gyökeres. Saka. Oh, Marino. Oh, what a save by Sanchez. What a save by Sanchez. Saka with the flick. To Marino. Gyökeres. Saka with the shot. It is blocked. Marino gets the second ball. Takes the shot. I mean, the goalkeeper knew nothing about that save, man. That is a good save, though. He knew nothing about that save, but that was a good save. That was a good save. We get a corner. Declan Rice is going to take it. Oh, Timber with the header. No, it is. Who else? Big Gabby. Big Gabby. Ah, he didn't get a clean touch on that ball. Oh, it's clear. Oh, yeah. Rice to Martinelli. Go on, Martinelli. Oh, gives it to Zubimendi. Marino cuts it to Martinelli. It is blocked. Marino gets a yellow card for a rash tackle. For a very rash tackle, people. Very rash tackle. That could have been dangerous. That could have been leg breaking. That was a leg breaking tackle, you know. It's lucky that he got away with just a yellow card. Nacho. Ben White with the good tackle to Zupermende. No, it's Marino. Takes the shot. It is blocked. Esteval picks it up. Neto. Jalaba goes back all the way to their defender, all the way back to the goalkeeper. And they're just going to clear it out. Hernandez shifts over to Esteval. It is offside. It is offside. It is offside, man. We got 11 minutes to go, people. 11 minutes to go. And then it is the second leg in the Emirates Stadium. Saliba goes back to the goalkeeper. Kepa to Timber. I mean, that decision to play Timber and Ben White has worked. Has worked, people. Esteval is very dangerous player. Very dangerous player. Neto is also a very dangerous player. They are on the right side, right, helping each other out. If we played Lewis Kelly, I think Lewis Kelly would have been in trouble tonight. Timber is doing a good job defending against those two. They're interlinking, right? They're helping each other out. Zupermende, Martinelli trying to find Gyökeres, but that's a poor ball. Too much. Gyökeres, that was too much for Gyökeres, and it falls over the defender, and when they get a free kick. They're doing a little bit of changes. Correa comes off. Joao Pedro comes off. Delsin and a young player for Chelsea comes in. I don't know the name of the young player itself. Gyökeres comes out, and Declan Rice comes off as well. Yeah. That's a bit odd. That is a bit odd. Now he got both Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz on the field as well. Come on, Martinelli, get up, man. They won that ball quite easily. Havertz uses the ball. Here we go. Declan Rice came off. I mean, Zuperman is playing as that 6, and I think Marino's playing as a 8, and Kai Havertz playing as a 10. Look at that. Esteval up against Timber. He gets past him. Timber comes back. It blocks dash cross. That's good. Good work ethic from Timber. Here we go. We got a corner. Here it comes. And Nacho takes the shot and he scores. What's that? He scores. What is that, man? What is that? 3-2. They are back in the game. They are back in the game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Simple corner. Are they going to look at this goal? Are they going to look at this goal? Nobody tackled Kepa. He's on the floor. That's poor from Kepa, man. That is very poor from Kepa. He was nowhere near the ball. Saliba and Gabriel trying to head the ball out, but they get the goal. It is 3-2, people. It is 3-2. Unbelievable. Good shot from Garnacho. Scored both goals for Chelsea. Yeah, this goal. This is the reason why I keep saying whenever you get the chance and you're leading by 3-1, make sure that you kill the game off. Score 4, score 5. Simple as that. Long ball out from Kepa. Saka. They clear it out. Goes back all the way back to Kepa again. Long ball comes out. Jesus trying to head it. Go on. Oh, here they come on the attack again. Esteval goes for the shot. Good save. Good save. He's offside though. He was offside from the get-go. He was offside from the get-go. Look at that. Esteval couldn't hold his line. Gets back on his left foot. Goes for the shot. It was offside, but that was a dangerous shot though. But you don't know that. You don't know that, and until the flag comes up. So you need to save that goal. You need to save that shot. Timber. Go on. We got a lot of boys in the box. Jesus. Ben White. Cross in. Zupermende. Timber. Cross. He goes over the goal. It's a good try. 4 minutes left of the 90. Zupermende, come on. Kai Havertz. Back to Zupermende. Cross comes in. They head it out. Simple. Neto up against Gabriel. Come on, Gabi. Come on, Gabi. Oh, good block. Good block. He's pissed off. Gabriel's pissed off. He shouldn't be running at you like that. They get a corner though. They scored from the corner. Garnacho scoring for them. I don't like it when they get the corner. I do not like it, man. Here it comes. Oh, Kepa again, nowhere near the ball. Kepa, what you doing, my? Yeah. Yep. Let's see this game out, man. Go on, Martinelli. Wins the ball back. Timber. Jesus. Havic. Look up, man. Goes back to Gabriel Saliba. Finds Kai Havic. Come on, Kai Havic. Come on. Saka. Finds Marino. White. Marino. Saka again. He gets a free kick, Saka. Santos was a little bit too harsh. He gets a yellow card. It's not even Santos that gets the yellow card. It is Hato. Yeah. Absolutely mad. Mad. You can't say that was not entertaining, though. You cannot say that was not entertaining. That, again, Declan Rice is not on the field. Who's going to take this free kick? Who is going to take this free kick now? Superman is going to take it. Going to cross in? No, he gives it to Saka. White. Cross comes in. Too far into the goal. Long ball comes out. Kepa just clears that out. Stival goes down too easy on the floor. Gabriel up against Big Gabby. Saka. You. Oh, Kai Havertz. Trying to do too much. He was trying to do too much. That was not a brilliant ball from Saka to Kai Havertz. But however, what he trying to pull off there was not easy. Neto. Neto's too quick for Zipperman, man. Jesus. Marino. Saliba. Saka. Ben White. Come on. Long ball up. To no man's land. It is 5 minutes extra time. I forgot to tell you guys. It is 5 minutes extra time, people. 3 minutes to go. Sanchez with the long ball. White with the header. Saka picks it up. On. Saliba. Gabriel. To Kepa. Gabriel finds Martinelli. Go on, Jesus. Oh, come on, that is a penalty, ref. There you go. But it is offside, it is saying. They're saying it is offside. Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at this. Martinelli picks the ball up from midway, runs at the defenders, finds Gabriel Jesus. Jesus gets into the box, pretends to take a shot, cuts it back, but Hotto just fouls him in the box. But Jesus was offside, they said. Jesus was offside. The fans are yelling at them, Chelsea. Get the ball up. Get the ball up. Only a couple of seconds left. 30 seconds to be precise. Canajo, he shifts it over to the right side to Esteval. Timber up against Esteval. Cross comes in. Oh, header. And it is saved. Martinelli up against Tusin, I think he is. Timber. Oh, Timber gets a second yellow card. No, it's not a second yellow card. It is a yellow card. Now they're going to lift the ball into our box, man. This could be dangerous. This could be dangerous, and it could be the last thing happening in the game. It is Sanchez that's going to take it. Everybody goes up. Everybody goes up. There you go. The game is done, people. There you go. We take the 3 points in Stamford Bridge, people. It ends 3-2. 3-2. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right. Should I do the match reaction here while I'm at it? Let's do that. What we do is, let's do the match reaction while we're at it. Now, first and foremost, this was an entertaining game. It really was an entertaining game. It ended 3-2 for Arsenal, right? I mean, we had control over that game. Certain aspect of that game I didn't like. Certain aspect of that game I really did like. One thing that we noticed with Arsenal is that we don't tend to kill off games when we need to kill it off, right? Us, tempers are flying. I'm looking at the monitor. Tempers are flying. Anyway, we scored our first goal from the corner kick. It was very straightforward, right? I think it was Ben White who scored it. It was Ben White with the header. He scored it, right? The second goal, who scored it for us? I can't remember exactly who scored for us. Who scored for us? Let me have a look. I go over here, have a look. It was Yorkers that scored for us. Yes, it was Yorkers that scored for us. The way he scored that one was that Superman, they gave the ball to Ben White. Ben White crossed that one hard, in low and hard into the box, and Sanchez jumped on the ball, grabbed it, but he couldn't really hold on to it, and it slips out of his hands, and it goes to Yorkres, who's standing in the box, and he hits that one into the back of the net. That was the second goal, right? They scored their goal basically with Garnacho coming into the field. As soon as he came into the field, I was saying, this guy has a problem. He's quick, right? And he's a goal scorer as well. So therefore, he's going to score probably. They did score. Garnacho scored. It was a simple cross into the box. It was over the defenders, right? Hernandez trying to head that one. It was over him. It fell kindly for Garnacho. Garnacho took it, steadied himself up, and took the shot. In it went in the near post. In the near post. Kepa, that is your fault. You should be protecting your near post. Simple as that, right? 2-1. We score our goal. A brilliant goal from Zupermende. It was a good play from the boys where Joker's hold up play was in play, and he cut the ball back to Zupermende. Zupermende pretended to take the shot with his left foot, then went further on with the ball into the box, took the shot with his left foot, and he found the back of the net. 3-1. I said, you know what? Now we are in control. Now we can chill back a little bit. But you know what? They came back and scored their second goal. Garnacho again with a good shot. Kepa was nowhere to be seen in the goal. He was down on the floor, right, rolling around. So in those both goals, I blame Kepa for it. But anyway, they scored their second goal, and we hold on to the game, and we see it out. It is 3-2. Simple as that. We managed to win the game 3-2. Entertaining, I have to say, very entertaining. And we take it to the Emirates Stadium, and we got to deal with them in the Emirates Stadium. Simple as that. Anyway, we came to the end of the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in and engaging with the chat, right? And hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I wish